Well, man, Book 4 has been nothing short of epic, and it's only been 2 episodes, and god damn it, I have nothing to complain about. I have absolutely... In 2 episodes, nothing to complain about. Even when Book 3 started, I found little nitpicks, but in 2 episodes, Book 4 has proven that Mike and Brian and everyone working on this project are like, alright, you know what? We're gonna go out on a bang. We're gonna go out on a huge... We're just gonna go all out, have some of the best goddamn writing ever. This better be what the rest of the series is, because, holy shit, this was goddamn awesome. Now, this episode is called Korra Alone, and this is all Korra-centric. This is all what Korra's been up to in the 3-year time span. It pretty much starts out with Korra, trying to heal herself after her failed earthbending match and leaving, and then encountering her avatar spirit, which is, it's kind of reminiscent. This whole episode, when you think about it, it's like a combination of Nightfall and The Empire Strikes Back with Luke Skywalker, because Korra really does take on that whole thing of Batman and Luke Skywalker put together. That's really what she's become now. Actually, more like Luke Skywalker, really. So, it's pretty much, like I was saying, she counters her avatar spirit, or something akin to that, and she fights it. It's kind of like in the swamp where Luke encounters what he thinks is Vader in the swamp, and they battle, and it discovers, oh, it's him, and it's a metaphor. That kind of actually happens in this episode, believe it or not. That's not the only kind of, Empire Strikes Back reference we'll get to, but I'll get to that in a minute. So, Korra has been kind of on her own, and we discover in flashbacks that she left the Air Temple Island to heal in the South Pole. And even though she's not really healing physically and mentally. It's kind of like after Bane broke Bruce in Nightfall, he had to go through a lot of physical and mental training because Bane broke his back and his spirit. That's kind of what Zahir did to Korra with the whole poison, and it's pretty much done a lot of internal damage. So Korra eventually goes to see Katara, and she gets help from Katara, who says, this poison did a lot of internal damage. I'm even pretty sure that it is, damaged some of your nerves. And she's trying her best to heal her, and then she says, what do you know about tragedy? I know about a lot, and to which I agree with Korra, and I can understand Korra's mad. I probably would be pissed off too if, I had a load of poison in me, and now I can barely move for myself. I would probably be justifiably pissed off. But Katara takes it easy, and she pretty much is like, well, I know a lot about my tragedy and rising above it, because, her mother was killed when she was young, and then she recently lost her, she also lost her husband, the man she grew up with. So, I'm pretty sure she knows a lot about loss. But then Katara says, do me a favor, wiggle your big toe, and I'm like, they didn't get that from Kill Bill at all. So it starts from that toe wiggle, yes, and Katara decides to physically train Korra, to help her get better. And she's trying to walk for herself, keep trying to move, and eventually she keeps getting it, little more and little. But she's trying. It's going so slow for her, and she's still kind of wheelchair bound. And then she just lets Katara have it. She just tears into Katara, saying, "Look, I can't even walk. I can't even dress myself. I can't do shit. All right." She's screaming at Katara, and Katara's like, "Okay, you're angry. You're frustrated. You need to get that out, or else it's just going to eat you away." So I'm going to let Korra get a pass on this because, again, she's kind of justifiably pissed off. And Katara's like, that anger you're keeping inside of you, that's not going to help the situation at all. So you might as well just, blow up here than, somewhere else. So, and Katara responds with, Aang went through a lot of tragedy as well. His entire race was wiped out. He was the last of his kind. And he pretty much tells Korra, she pretty much tells Korra, Aang rose above it. He chose to go further, to go beyond that. He didn't let it break him. So Korra gets inspired to keep do some physical training. Then we get to see Tenzin. we get to see, Tenzin back, and she tries to show off, oh, look, I'm getting better, and, yeah, she's moving again, but she's not really in that right headspace. We also get some other great moments, because there's also some letters written to Korra from Bolin and Asami and Mako. Mako's just like, well, I don't know what the hell to write. Asami is very sweet, and I also find it great that Asami was the only person Korra wrote back to, saying that she's the only one she feels like telling to. Yeah, that Korra-Asami ship is, like I said, it's a helicarrier now. Let's face it, yeah. Yeah, that Korra-Asami ship, man. That Korra-Asami. Anyway, so it's also kind of hilarious because Bolin tries writing a letter, and he does in this big Shakespearean tone, but in reality, he's just coloring pictures. I found that hilarious. So a Bolin joke that I like, because he's using it's almost like he's spouting Hamlet, and in reality, he's writing something that a 2-year-old would go, "This is fucking terrible." But yeah, so it's been exactly 2 years. Yeah, 2 years Korra's been on, in the South Pole, still getting physical training. And she convinces her parents, look, I want to go back to Republic City. I need to go back where the action is. Maybe it'll help me heal faster. So she goes on a ship alone to Republic City. But while there, she stops by a little shop, a little village. And this is where we get a cameo by Aang doing his airbending trick with the little beads, but it's with sushi rolls, and I found it awesome. And Korra, in turn, encounters some bandits, which she fails to stop. And they're like, are you sure this is the Avatar? And yeah, Korra just, froze up. And she decides to... And she's almost at Republic City, and she starts seeing her Avatar spirit, and it freaks her the fuck out, and she has to leave. So, from there, after some traveling and being haunted by her Avatar spirit, we also discover that she's lost her connection with Rava due to the damage of her body. And she goes to the South Pole once more to go into the spirit world and into the Tree of Time to meditate. This is where she encounters some spirits who want to help her, but she's like, no, I can't do this, I need to have my own identity, people have been saying they want to help me for years, and nothing's been done. I need to do this myself. And the Avatar spirits are just like, but we want to help you. You helped us. You stopped the apocalypse from happening. So, from there, Korra leaves. Obviously, now she's in her new guise, and she's still being haunted by the visions of her Avatar spirit, until eventually we get back to the earthbending ring, and it all comes full circle. And also, while in the city after leaving, she encounters a little dog that also sees the Avatar spirit. And from there, the little dog leads Korra to a swamp. It literally leads her to the swamp from, the swamp. And it's revealed that the dog she was talking to was really the little spirit she encountered in the spirit world. And yeah, this little spirit says, yeah, there's someone I want you to meet. There's someone I think who can help you above all else. And you guys know who that is, and I'll get to her in a minute. But yeah, Korra travels deeper into the swamp and encounters the Avatar spirit again, and has another big fight, a really good fight, by the way, with her Avatar spirit. And again, it does feel like from Empire Strikes Back, with Luke battling, that vision of Vader. It does feel like that. It really does. So Korra loses and wakes up and finds herself in a little hut with a little strange old woman there, saying, "Oh, you woke up, and I found you there. What are you doing in my swamp?" And Korra's like, "Well, who the hell are you?" And and then this woman says, "I used to be friends with you in a past life." And Korra sees her. It's Toph! It's old woman Toph. And yeah. Toph is pretty much Yoda. Let's face it, Toph is going to be Korra's Yoda. Because if anyone gives her tough love and advice, it's gonna be her. And I love that, Toph called her Twinkle Toes. Oh, that made me so happy. Oh, that was so good. But yeah, I know not a lot to talk about in this episode, but at the same time, it was it had a simple enough story, but it was so complex. You really see that Korra has been really fucked over. She is messed up mentally and physically, and who better to give her mental and physical training than the person who helped Aang overcome his mental and most of his mental and physical blocks? Toph. It's really, again, you can't sit there and tell me this does not feel like The Empire Strikes Back in the sense that Toph is going to be Korra's Yoda. So I absolutely love this. I thought it was really cool. Again, I know this is not going to be a long review, but damn, this was such a good, episode. And I know I've just talked about a lot, but yeah, there's not a lot in here, but at the same time there is. It's such a great character story for Korra. She's angry for all the right reasons. She's upset for all the right reasons. And I love that she's trying, I love that whole, that she's trying to overcome that mental and physical block rather than, complain and blame it on somebody else. Yeah, it was, well, then again, it was, Zahir's fault. But she does feel like, this is partially my fault as well, I should be able to get over this. So I absolutely love this episode. Like I said, if this and these previous two, if these two episodes have not told us, have taught us anything, it's that that this is probably going to be the most epic closer to an entire, to the Legend of Korra series. I almost said entire. Yeah. I would say that this is a great ender for the Legend of Korra series. I absolutely adored this episode. But yeah, oh my god, this was, man, Mike and Brian, you guys are pulling out all the stops, and it's kind of funny too, because I would love to see these guys, because I feel like they don't want to do, more Avatar stuff. I feel like they've kind of with this, they've kind of told the story, so I'd like to see them do something. I'd love to see them do something with Star Wars. I'd love to have Disney give them a call and be like, hey, you guys want to do something with Star Wars? Because you get a lot of parallels to Star Wars, not just in here, but also from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And again, for those who don't know, Avatar, the Avatar universe was supposed to be set in the far future. It was supposed to be like Star Wars. So I'd love to see them tackle that kind of genre. But anyway, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and you guys tell me, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Comment below, let me know, and I will see you guys later.